there, welcome back to Descent of King Hesper. We're still in the Vale of Shadows, still a little bit under the weather, but let's see what we can do. Oh, here's our first room that I've seen with multiple Wraithwing. So now we're going to see them coming at us. We also get to see the difference between rafts and these things is that we're not blocked by the we can back swipe. So water skippers, this wouldn't work because the water skipper blocks the raft as opposed to the platform. I think it's called a platform over water, so raft is just a handier name. Actually, I'm not sure that's a feature of the raft as it is so much the Wraithwing itself. Because yeah, you can backswipe Wraithwings on a raft. Wraithwings, yeah, just don't block it like the water skippers do. I guess there's nothing really else to compare it to. Rafts don't go on shallow water, so you can't compare the shallow walkers. There's nothing else that sort of flies. I guess you can also do it with Facundo. But yeah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing that... okay, anyway, this is... so now we've got Wraithwing Horde, so it's completely random. We'd like to get, I guess, one to the north of us while we kill the rest. So something like this. Yep. Okay. Cool. So it could have been faster there. What's going on here? We've got Oromite, so we can't kill the Wraithwing. We've got to come in here. Yeah, so we're going in there. I guess we're just not getting them on both sides. Well, we are getting them on both sides, and both sides will be safe because, for whatever reason, they don't mind that. How do I do that though? Huh. This is all... that one definitely goes in there. Alright, we're forced... okay, so we are forced to get... I think we're forced to get into this position. Okay, so this is what I had before, which doesn't work because the one above me is attracted to me. The one below will fly away until they get on both sides, and then what happens is this one moves first away, and then this one decides it's time to attack. Okay, wait, what can I do? I can do that. Okay, that's the trick, I guess. So with you in there, and you'll stay there, I hope. Right, now we can hit the button which lets them out, and then we can kill them normally. We have to get them both out, so there is... Alright, still some fiddly bits to do. Alright, scare them out this way. Okay, and they don't get away. Okay, come out. And now we have to get them to our north, which with 2. Let's just do this like this. Okay, that's nice. I don't know, right? Probably was getting them out early, which probably means I should go back at some point, tidy up the end. Okay, so this. Okay, so just by chance, I think I did all the single Wraithwing rooms first. Now we're dealing with some hordes. So for this one, I was thinking we need to have Wraithwings on all sides, but that's not necessary. We can just have 2 above or 2 below, and that will protect us well enough. I only need 2 of you. Just so long as I can get around you. Okay, just... Wraithwings and rats. Yeah. Okay, there's the end. That could have been, yeah, maneuvering them into the position is going to be the tricky part. Possibly I want to have, like, I didn't want to kill them all straight away. You want to keep them. Yeah, if you can kill the last one at a better spot, the second one at a better spot, then you're in a better position to get them to the west rather than keeping away. There is a path down this way. Let's go see where it goes. Don't do this room. what is this room? This room's probably going to be about attraction. I did miss a room here. I hope I can get back to it. But we're in a room here. We're fighting Wraithwings. Ooh, interesting. So obviously we're finishing against the green door. This releases the Wraithwings, so we want to face north. We could also face east or west. Let's try west. Because we can come up and... yeah, we could also do it diagonally. But it would need to be northeast or northwest. So just so long as we're not south. Okay. Then we go west because there's some Wraithwings that way. So now can we go southeast? We can. I can't stand still. Now I need to get you to the north. This is actually pretty good. Not quite lined up. I wonder if I can actually... that's good. Wraithwing optimization. I mean, there's a whole lot of trial and error. And before I'm going to do as much hardening, sort of try individual moves without worrying too much if they're bad. It is very, while it is deterministic, because of they're highly susceptible to movement order shenanigans, so they're hard to just read. What's going on here? That turns on those. That turns on those. Alright, so Wraithwings come out. Green means off. Red means on. Oh, right, okay, so release the Wraithwings. I've got no sword, so I have to dispatch them using the hot tiles. Alright, so I need to position them there, then hit this, which will leave them on for 1 or 2 turns. Okay, 19 and 20. Now if I bump into the pit, that's good. 18 versus 18, okay. So that's nearly right. So we just want that. Can we get them to come down a bit further? We can do that. Doesn't quite work. One row off. So instead, come down here. And come. Okay. Actually, how many turns was that? 1, 2 turns. So there's a slight bit of leeway. Difference. Is there any difference with this? Here we're close. Okay, here we're in 4 range, so we need to scare them a little bit more. Again, we've got the wrong angle. So here and then. Okay, that just works out. And this way's going to be faster. Oops. I think it's going to be faster. Not really checking, but I can check out the next room. I've got to save 2 turns. There's nothing in this room except an orb and another orb, which I think I'll need to hit both. Alright, so this is just a platform puzzle where we have to... I guess we need to hit this one and then hit this one. Okay. Go to a secret room. So we need to just keep the platform on the pit. We need to pass the orb tube, that's fine. Okay, and we've got potentially 2 secret rooms. Oh, dagger, cool. Oh yeah, I'm an Oromite, so I'm picking up a dagger, so sword orientation really doesn't matter. How are you guys? This is not good. Also, it'd be nice to end up near the top. Also, Oromite's near the room edge, so we need to finish with... I think we need to finish with Wraithwings on both sides of us. Alright. So that works, but now we are left with we need to reach our ending position. Too far away. What do we need? I think we need to be directly between the two. Then, does that work? I'm not sure that works. If we go down, no, we can't be directly between the two. Like we move down, this one moves here, and then it's 3 squares away from us, which is too far. So it's gonna have to be from like that. Okay. I mean, that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, then we killed the second last one, and we're close enough to the last one to hit it on the diagonal. Okay. I'm pretty sure, like, in a recent random room, I did a room like this, where I was blocking outlook beams instead of a stream of roaches, so there was a little more leeway in what I could do. This one, I think I do need to get them either on opposite sides of me or on the like directly blocking. Actually, there's nothing clever I can do with like. Who's moving first, actually? I mean, the Wraithwings are going first, so. I could do this. This just works. I've got enough room. Wraithwing can get in line. I guess there's a rock over here if I want to just do it I mean, yeah, okay, so let's kill one Wraithwing. Let's just do it with one Wraithwing. So come up here maybe. I need the second Wraithwing to get this one into the right position. Because, okay, so And I have to do it down the bottom because the roach movement automatas, these ones will separate. So I can keep my sword east and then step diagonally up. How did I get this before? I had one down here, so that's good. They separate. So but now they don't line up properly. Can I get them to line up properly? I could. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't do anything good. That doesn't do anything good. Trouble is I can't get the other items. None of them are blocked by the roach. I mean, at least this one's blocked by a roach. It's just not. If I had them in the other order, maybe that would work. Can we get them in the other order? So that means I forget which order they were in, but possibly like this. But now if I move down, I think he's going to attack me. Someone's going to attack me. Or not. No, this is the same order. Oh, but I can do that. Okay, no, let's just do the... Seven versus... Okay, that's slightly faster. Alright, cool. Alright, so we did something clever there, and it's worked out. Always nice to do. How are we going? We're at about 30 minutes. I think there's a couple more rooms that we do. I'd get 2 more rooms. No more secrets. So this, I think, is just going to be demonstrating Wraithwing attractiveness. We do need to get them out these little holes. Get them out, and then we want to not scare them back in, which is going to be tricky. This would be easier, I guess, with walls. thinking for a moment, just get stuck there. I want to get out before I can go here. So we want to kick this one with us, not scare it back in. This one needs to come down. That can go like there. Alright, this should work, I think. Okay, there we go. And now I can probably use the tunnels to catch up. That. Okay, lost it from somewhere. My sword was in a bad position for most of it, but can't do much. So with this one, I need to. Alright. Okay, this looks fairly simple. I just need to scare them onto the scare all of them onto the middle line. While I'm then be invisible. Vice versa. So they can see the other way, but they can't see me. Can I scare them all up, or are they all just going to keep coming at me? Right, so there is a puzzle here. You don't need a sword. Don't need to worry about sword position. Rather. Okay, so I'd like you all to run away. Once you're up there. Ah, right. If I move down, then I'm 5 away, and yeah, he's not going to be scared at all. He's either going to stay still or be attracted to me. I think I can scare you up though. Maybe not. Maybe I need to get the other thing is I want them to be excuse me. Because there's 4 of them, they will run away from me, but the movement order will matter. So having number 1, like the best order would be this 1, 2, 3, 4 going that way. If they go the other way, then it's slow because 4 moves, 3 moves, 2 moves, 1 moves. Then I can move. It's very slow. So if I was worrying about that, which I'm not, at least not at the moment. So that's 3 and then 2, 4. So depending on where number 1 ends up. So maybe we just want to just separate them a whole bunch. Like This one I can scare up as long as I'm far enough away. You're number 3, which is okay. Like 3 in a row I think will scare nicely. 4, 2, 1, that's the perfect order. You just need to get away and not mess up your nice ordering. Okay, I'm not worrying about ordering. Okay, the problem is that one's over there, which is also causing problems. What if I go down here? Now, number 3 over there should be far enough away that it's not going to affect these guys. They're in a nice position. You just need to make them scared. Actually, that's... Alright. Are we lucky? We're kind of unlucky. 2, 1, 4, 3 is 3 groups. But so you'll see it will take, yeah, the Wraithwing moves in 3 separate clumps. And that's also on top of getting them into position in the first place. I'm curious to see what the best score actually is. I'm not sure if anyone's going to have put a lot of effort into doing this because it is very complicated. Well, 147. I mean, considering the fact it's also, you've got a whole big long walk to take. How long is that walk? So if you're going straight there, 64. Wow. Okay, so that's 20 moves of manipulation, getting the Wraithwings into position, and you're presumably getting a good order as well. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. All right, I think that was the end. I'm always talking now, and I forget to see if the blue door's stopped, but yeah, I can just click on it and see. Alright, so there's some secrets, not much else. I feel like I've come the awkward way around, but taking the narrow path instead of the wide one. This is a pretty cool level, very swirly. Alright, we hit the checkpoint, we can leave. Cool. Oh, and then we get this room, which I think is scored. Yeah, this room is actually scored, which is unusual, but it is a whole bunch of Wraithwing. And we are start in the middle of them, so that's an issue. And okay, we can do that. So we can save the mirror from there. And then just turn my sword around a bunch. Turn. Just tap something on the mic. That wasn't anything. If I'm quiet or louder, it's because I did something. Alright, anyway, the problem with doing this is that maybe it's better to leave via the level stairs. Doing it this way, I'm inclined to leave up to the north. Okay. 44. 40 is the best. Alright, so there was no way to cross this way. We have to take very complicated paths to get out of here. So the question is what's next? And I think I noticed a green door on this level. Show what would be interesting. I can't. No way to cross over here. I thought I'd explored all of this level, except for what's beyond the blue door, but there is a green door. It's not part of this. There's a green door over here, in this corner. So I think we're going to look at movement order next. In fact, I'm going to duck in here now. Oh wait, I don't duck in this way, I duck... Yeah, okay, I just go down the stairs. Alright, Rock Hermitage. Okay, Bethro trudged on through the unending wilderness, brushing aside the grasses and ferns that grew waist-high all around him, until at last he stumbled on a gap in the foliage, a narrow thread running through it. It wasn't exactly a path, but the ground had at least been trodden in a route he could follow. That meant that some form of habitation must be up ahead. He kept on until he came to a rocky outcropping that stood up above the surrounding terrain. Carved into the rock was an opening, and beside it these words were engraved onto the wall. There is shelter under the shadow of this red... There is shelter under the shadow of this red rock. Come in under the shadow of this red rock, and I will show you something different from either. The monster to northward moving before you, or the monster to southward moving after you. I will show you fear in a handful of puzzles. Bethro pondered this cryptic message for a while and moved on. There's shelter under the shelter. I was thinking it was a poem, but it's not a poem. But a monster moving before you and a monster moving after you. Of course, doesn't exactly happen because we get to move first. Is that just leaving this out? Okay, let's leave this out. And we can't duck around behind anything. There's some water. I'll just check this way. Tricky. There's a pipe. We can't enter the pipe. Can't go down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are going to be movement order puzzles. Why don't we get the goblin into position? And someone come to see me. But what if I leave down the bottom? And we can see there's a gap between these ones. We're trapped by cutscene. Oh, what's happening? I should read this. Interested in the science of smite mastery. I wouldn't exactly call it a science. I just kill things. You didn't know there was anyone living here. Name is Tiresias. Came here to study the fascinating monsters unique to this valley. Yeah, movement order is something that does have to be explicitly stated, so I guess this guy's going to tell us all about it. Is this room scored? This room is not scored, so that's handy to know because cutscenes kind of just inflate the move count. Alright, he's going to tell us some things. We'll listen to him for a little bit before. Illustration of a greatest discovery. Monsters in a room always move in the same order every turn. I go first, and they move all at the same time. So yeah, I mean, I've been doing this to compare some. I believe Little Bird tells me that there's going to be an option to turn on movement order overlay, so that will be exciting. Hang on, what are we trying to do in this room? Is there actually a puzzle? This goes here. So we want to have... Alright, I think the puzzle is just we have the roaches in this order. We can't block them at all, we've got to... Okay, yeah, don't... Yes, I know. Okay, yeah, so you have to do the tricky part, which is doing that, so the gap between them. Alright, and then must be conquered. I'm not sure I was doing it. I probably was. Yeah, so the top is just demonstrating that. Alright, I probably should have looked at his dialogue. Okay, we'll leave by the faster one. So what do we need to happen here? This closes that. That. Opens. So what happens if we just step in here? Actually, we can affect what order they go in by just coming to the side and stepping that way. So we did need the two because the middle door toggled. Okay. So let's just do it. We just do need to have them both over this side, otherwise they the first one will duck in. So Alright, we need to hit both of these, so we need to have the does this work? That doesn't work because, so I might have to do the bottom first. Okay, so that works. I'm going to have to deal with this roach at some point. In fact, let's deal with it here. So that's one turn. I don't think I was going to be able to... So we have 1, 2, 3. So we need to have how do we switch these around? So you want number 3 on top. It's 1 and 2 move together, and then no. Yeah. 1 and 2. Actually, why don't we just go down? Look at this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is right. Yeah. Cool. Could have been faster, but I could have been faster. I'm not sure how I could have been faster. Doing things in a different order. Setting things up differently. Okay, rock golem before wobber. So we need to kill the rock golem. So, okay, 1 move second. Okay, so this is easy enough. And we can put them over here. No, we'll put one further over. Even if we had them over here, we can. Actually, they need to be on the right diagonal, but we can just. Oh. All right. Yeah, so we want this thing to happen when the rock golem is here, because then it'll stay still. Alright, so we gotta use the rocks in the middle. All right. All right, let's go around. That doesn't quite work, does it? Hmm. Oh, I just need to do that, and then we can do... we need to block it on the other one. Alright, so we do have to... we do have to... Okay, we've got to do it up here. Wait. Got to... Right, okay, it's 2 rocks because one of them's good, one of them's bad. We need to block them here. Then we can diagonally them, dance them over to here, and then the rock column will get stuck. So... not enough room at the top, so we need to... that should be enough. That's good. Alright, yep, cool. Alright, I think we're going to stop here. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.